Hi guys, Dorothy here, professional astrologer, and today I'm going to give you the information about June 20 and 21, which is the summer solstice. And we have a lot of things going on this day of the year in the northern hemisphere when the sun culminates to its highest point. So I'm going to fill you in on that, so stay with me and I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. So let's get started first with Wednesday, June 20th. Now on the 20th, the moon is in the sign of Libra. And when we have that Libra moon throughout the couple of days when she is in that sign, it is finding balance within our heart, within our emotions, within our life situations. And sometimes things get kicked way out of balance. So we'll spend a few days working towards regaining that sense of peace and harmony, right? You can always have it. So don't create problems if you don't have them. But if you find something is out of balance in your life, then do whatever it is that you do to maintain or regain that balance, all right? That is mainly what Wednesday is about. Is there anything else that's important? Yes, on Wednesday the 20th, we also have Mercury in the sign of Cancer, but he is in a very northern latitude, out of bounds it's called, much higher than the path of the sun. So when he is in this sign, there's no gender to Mercury. Mercury in Cancer out of bounds feels very much like Mercury retrograde, but it's more intense because today it is also in a trine aspect with Neptune in Pisces. What this means in a broad understanding for all of us, since we're not doing personal chart readings here, it is about getting in alignment with how you're feeling. That Mercury in Cancer energy is speaking emotionally, being emotionally charged. When you see news, when people talk to you, we may be feeling a little more emotional than usual, and that trine aspect to Neptune sensitizes it even more. So what do you do with this if you're finding yourself overly sensitive? Do the things that calm you down. Walk the beach, get into nature, play music, go swimming, take a bath. I mean, these are all watery Neptunian things. These are things that can calm us down. Again, everybody's different, so do what you know you need to do to calm down. Now, another thing with this Mercury trine Neptune is we're not clear. We may not be getting clear messages from people. You can ask a specific question and they will be just so vague. It's like nothing. No, that's not what I asked. That's not an answer to what I asked. And we might be feeling that or might be experiencing that. And if you are, just go with the flow for now. You can say, I need more clarification, please, but that may be something we have to do a lot of, especially coming up to Wednesday, the 20th. All right, guys, let's get on to the summer solstice, June 21st. It is at 10:07 a.m. GMT. Please adjust to where you live. So what do you want to do with this peak light, peak summer? I mean, summer's going to last for a few months, right? At least in New England, hopefully. But it's winter in the southern hemisphere. So I know I'm talking to some southern hemisphere people. So as the sun in the northern hemisphere, since this is where I'm at, I have to speak to that. The sun has culminated to its peak on this day. This is the longest day of the year in the north. So what do you want to do with this? The sun represents the ego self, right? So it's in the sign of Cancer, which is about home and family, caring and nurturing. But my question for you, since December's winter solstice and now the summer solstice, the peak of the year has come. What have you been doing? What is the ego self? What have you been focusing on? It's different for everybody. So I can't speak to anything specific in this regard. I want you to think about what you've been doing for the last 6 months and how you're building towards something. Because this is the time of year where typically if there's anything that flowers to fruit, it is turned to a fruit that is starting to grow. Fruit, vegetable, whatever, it's starting to grow. So we're looking at and we're able to see our work in that metaphor, all right? So what have you been working on for the last 6 months? It doesn't have to be that it's business but it can be goal-oriented. Think about that, all right? And if you don't know, go into meditation and just look at how much you've done over the last 6 months. That's the question I would ask you. What has changed over the last 6 months? What has grown for you if you were to look back between now and December, the winter solstice, all right? So important for us to check in and see what we've understood, what we've learned, all right? And that shows us where our growth is, because it's important to take, to notice how far we've come in whatever it is that we're working on in life, okay? So the Capricorn moon me is all like business. It's like, look at the business goals and how far have you come? But honestly, on a very personal level, the personal person in me is like, really see what you've accomplished and where you've been. I really want you to look at that. And if you're still struggling, the sun, you know, since we have so much light right now, we're able to really illuminate and see where those problems are and where the solutions are, okay? This is what we do with the summer solstice. Now, at the same time, we also have Venus and Mars in an opposition. I know this is a long video, but this is so important. Venus and Mars in this fixed opposition, because Mars is stationary. It's going to retrograde soon, so he's not moving. And Venus is in Leo. So they're all fixed energies. And there is so much special about Venus and Mars opposite in the way that they are right now. And nearing eclipses, they're right near the eclipses that we'll be having in July, right? And one in August. We have 3 this summer, so stay tuned for those big bad boys. I'm doing a workshop on those 3 eclipses at Circles of Wisdom and up in Wells, Maine at Darlene Chadbourne's place. And so it's on my website. So please come and if you're a local person, sign up for those and we'll get lots of personal information about those eclipses in that workshop, all right? In the meantime, Mars, Venus opposite is about relationships. We still have that moon in Libra, so she's asking us to focus in on that balance and that equilibrium. This can be contentious and argumentative and ugly, or it can be coming together of ideas, how I want to help others. That Venus in Leo is very, very flamboyant and very gregarious and wants lots of attention. And that Mars in Aquarius is all about, well, how can I serve humanity? And am I doing too much or not enough? And so these oppositions, all this energy, it's pretty crazy because it helps us, it feels like there's a tug of war within, or we can see it outside of us. And then we have to decide how we're going to do our best to integrate these energies. Boy, that's a lot of information. So listen a few times, take notes to the things that resonate with you. And if I've said stuff that doesn't resonate with you, then, you know, don't worry about it. Just let it go. Like I said, don't make issues. All right, guys. So please come to my website, nhastrologer.com. Classes, readings, private sessions, private lessons. And I will see you again soon. Blessings and namaste.